Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Data Dispatch. I hope you guys are having a great day. I wanted to come on here and talk about what we're seeing right now is a general pullback in the market, and this is continuing as the big indexes have set another day of losses. This is starting to have an extended timeline of losses that we're seeing across the market. Talking about the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, the Dow Jones. On top of that, we're seeing right now as we speak, PLTR that is experiencing a decent sell-off according to the after and overnight market on Robinhood. Right now, sitting at $20.30. This is a very critical level of support that I wanted to get on here, talk to you guys about, and what the possible future could be for PLTR here in the short term, especially with earnings that's going to be coming up here in the next few weeks. So if you are a new or returning viewer, hit that like button, subscribe for daily videos, and of course, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm collecting all the data and dispatching it to you. Pop it up on the screen here. You can see on Robinhood, we have PLTR that is trading at $20.33 right now with a good sell-off. You can see the RSI right here down basically in the 10-20 area. A big sell-off is happening as we speak. Now, looking at Webull data closing here at the after hours, sitting at 21.13. Now, the area that we need to focus on and where PLTR sits as we speak is, like I said, at about that $20.30. This is a critical level of support that PLTR has not touched since right after those Q4 historic earning results, which pushed PLTR from the 16, 17s all the way up to the 20s and hitting this year-to-date high of 27.50. This is going to be tested here likely in the near future, in my opinion. And why this is a very important level of support is because last year, this was one of the most critical levels of resistance for PLTR, and it took multiple attempts to cross over that $20 resistance line. So this will be a point that a lot of people will be trading off of, and there's going to be a lot of volatility the closer that PLTR does get to that. You can even see a little bit of a bounce back right here. This support level is being tested as we speak. However, if we continue to see, and the things that aren't happening right now, these are not specific things that are happening within PLTR. And we're going to be talking about the importance of why that matters in here in just a few moments. What's really happening is the general market here is finally starting to realize that, hey, inflation is not really cooling off. We're seeing the decrease in the probability of the Fed that's going to be decreasing those interest rates or having those interest rate cuts. And right now, we're continuing to see, like I said, the national indexes that are continuing to fall. And stocks have struggled amidst the concerns of inflation that is no longer cooling, and the Fed could ease back on those interest rate cuts. This has already been happening throughout 2024. Remember back in November, the Fed and basically the market had anticipated 6 to 7 rate cuts this year. We haven't gotten one so far, and we've already entered quarter 2. Now, with that, in addition, we also have corporate earnings that is bringing some uncertainty in addition to the start of the quarter. So you have a lot of things that are starting to compile on each other, those uncertainties, and things that have been kind of lingering on in the background, those interest rate cuts, and also with inflation that's still continuing to rise. You got oil prices, you got Mideast tensions, things are piling on top of each other. And now you got corporate earnings right here, TSM, they big chip company. They've reported and caution on the growth outlook this year outside of its memory chip business, sending the stock about 5% lower. So coming on mixed results there, now everybody is shifting to Netflix, and everybody is going to be pinpointing and keeping a close eye on the corporate earnings from some of the big stocks here within the next few weeks, especially here with U.S. bond yields that are continuing to be at these all-time highs. The market could continue to see a little bit of a cool off. Now the question is, and the opportunity comes here for the question, what about PLTR and what can happen with PLTR? Well, remember this gap was established right here. And right now in the short term, if we look at expirations for options tomorrow on Friday, we actually have more put volume here at the $21 strike price compared to call volume. So in the short term, we are still expecting, and retail and institutional investors are expecting a little bit of a pullback right here. We can see that with the put volume that is on deck. This means this gap area will need to be tested. What's going to be happening with this gap area if the level of support fails? I'm not being 100% bearish on here. I'm telling you guys the potential on what could happen if this level of support fails. It could hold, and this would further establish a really important critical level of support at that $20 line. But nonetheless, PLTR, like I said, has not changed. Remember last quarter, they had that 70% year-over-year growth in the commercial side of things. We're seeing Palantir that has established some very, very critical partnerships throughout this quarter, getting involved with Oracle. That's going to be a great way to exponentiate their different types of exposure that they can bring. This is a great partnership in terms of getting involved with the cloud service. And also talking about PLTR, they were just designated as the awardable vendor for the Chief Digital and Artificial Intelligence Office Tradewin Solutions Marketplace, basically working with the Department of Defense, and this entails staying involved with the governmental side of things. So right now, PLTR, remember, earnings is going to be May 6th post-market. Right now, we're predicting 8 cents per share. The play here and why PLTR could be experiencing a little bit of a sell-off is because I still think earnings is going to be bullish. Like I said, the pullback that we're seeing right now has nothing to do with PLTR. We're seeing this across the market. So the fact, if we do see PLTR that comes and has given up, we've already seen given up their 21-day exponential moving average and 50-day simple day moving average, there could be a pivot here that would take shares down to about $18. This is the price target that some of these analysts are revisiting, and test the support at that 200-day simple moving address, and that is going to be where a big support level may lie. At the $18, guess exactly where that is, right in the middle of this gap right here. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens tomorrow. But however, what we do have is PLTR. They actually came out, remember Titan, with a whole new breakdown of Titan and the opportunity that it will bring for the actual market. So, and PLTR included. So great to see here. Get involved. I'm not going to go through this whole clip here, but you can look it up on their website. You can look it up on Twitter. It's right here from John. Learning everything that you need to know about Titan. This is a great way to basically see what's actually happening behind these partnerships. So with Seeking Alpha, getting a lot of data here. I am an affiliate with them. If you want to get 20% off the premium subscription, check out the affiliate link down below. But always staying bullish on PLTR. What this means is if we get in the sub 20s right here, this could be a decent opportunity for more of those value-oriented investors, people that have been waiting on the sidelines, and for people that are looking to dollar cost average. Maybe they got up here at 27.50 looking to get a better average cost on PLTR, accumulate at a higher type of interval and percentage, then this could possibly be happening, depending what happens with the market. However, lots of volatility comes here, of course. Don't just listen to me, a random guy on YouTube. Always do your own research out there. It's always 100% risk on you, and you're making your own decisions with your hard-earned money. So make sure you understand that, rather than just listening to some guys. What I'm basically saying here, at the end of the story, a conclusion is that we're seeing the testing right now at a critical level of support. If that fails, we're seeing this testing a little bit of a bounce back right now in the overnight. We could see PLTR hitting into those 18s, finding its grounding within that gap. However, if it doesn't, this further establishes PLTR's basically solidity within the mid-20s. So this $20 level is going to be increasingly becoming more interesting as we lead up to the market tomorrow. We'll see what happens in pre-market. I'll keep you guys updated. We'll have that video tomorrow to see exactly what happens. Peace out, take care, and I'll catch you guys later.